Hello there everybody and welcome to another Let's Play here on GTA World. Today we have a slick top form of a car, however we're taking out the unmarked off-white Stanier. It's actually not completely white, it's like an off-white color. So this is our other unmarked Stanier that we have in the fleet. So we'll see what we can nab today in the unmarked car. Obviously, this car stands out a lot more than the taxi does. We'll take the taxi out again at some point. That's a property alarm going on there. We'll take the taxi out again at some point in time, but just not right now. Like I said, the taxi's only something I like to take out once in a blue moon. This guy is flying up behind me. He didn't even notice I was a cop. Look at that. We already got one. That didn't take long. I figured this would stand out as a cop car, like, no questions asked, and then this guy comes just flying by, so maybe we'll be lucky today. Like I said, the goal of the unmarked patrol is for me, is to do like citywide patrol, see what we can get for traffic violators and all that fun jazz, so we'll see what we get today. Could be a fun one. I always like taking out the unmarked car once in a while, but I don't take them out very often, and the reason is, I just... Uh, Here we go. I couldn't bring up the car there for a second. And the reason is, I don't like to spoil it for myself either. There's some people that love doing unmarked patrol every time, but I still enjoy the unmarked cars. This guy has no previous record, but he's definitely going to be getting a speeding ticket today. There's no question about it. He was doing 90 and blew through the intersection. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name. I can't even type division. To be honest, the standing unmarked cars probably get used the most, or the least, but the marked ones get used pretty often. Alright, can I get his license here? Alright, see what this guy's reasoning is. That is the one thing with unmarked cars, is that one doesn't even have like an antenna on it or anything, so maybe that's why I didn't think it was a cop car. Obviously didn't know it was a cop car. I am going to issue him a ticket for speeding today. He does have a clean record, but unfortunately, just with the fact that, let me see here. Just due to the fact that he sped through, like, there's just not a whole lot I could do there. He's doing 87 and he blew through the intersection. All right. All right, he's all set to go. And off to the races. I had to write up the report really quick, then we'll be back on patrol. All right, folks, we're rolling back on patrol now. Gonna do this U-turn, you know, that I probably shouldn't do being in traffic division, but that's okay. So, hope everyone's had a good week so far. Hope y'all enjoyed the last video. That was a wild pursuit in the last one. It was a short video because we had the pursuit and then a couple other things that kind of took us time, so I just didn't really get a lot of footage for the last one, but that pursuit was a lot of fun. It was absolutely wild. So we'll see what today brings. Like I said, we got the unmarked car out today. There's another traffic unit, and you can tell it's a traffic unit because it's got the push bar on the front. All the traffic units have the push bar, and the patrol cars do not. I believe there's another division or two that might have a push bar or two in their fleet, but if you see a push bar, 90% chance it's the traffic division. What is this guy doing? To follow him for a minute. I didn't quite get to see exactly what he did, but because I was coming up over the crest, so I didn't get to see if he went on the yellow line or not, but that was definitely a maneuver. So we're just going to follow him for a minute and see what he does. He's going to park it. But yeah, see, I was coming up right over here, so I wasn't able to discern if he was driving over the yellow line or not right there, so it looked a little sus. So I couldn't really pull him over just because I could not confirm it for myself, if that's what happened or not. If I could, then I would have been able to pull him over, but wasn't able to, and I'm not going to cheat the system and lie, because that's no fun for anybody, nor myself. And then in the rare case it does get contested, you get screwed. I only pull someone over if I have them 100% with evidence. So this car, you can definitely tell it's a cop car from the front, but yeah, I guess the rear, if you're coming up on it quick, you wouldn't really think about it too much. This Stanley's only got 5,900 miles on it. It's still a baby. Probably one of the lowest mileage cars in the division. I know we got two new Stanleys, but got like a 2000 looking one, which technically only has like 100 miles on it because it hasn't been used too much, and there's been another brand new one as well. I mean, they're technically not brand new RPLE, but mileage-wise, that's just how little they've been driven on the server so far. But yeah, the most common traffic cars seem to be the Torrance and the Standard. That's what like 90% of people drive, it seems like, in traffic. We're not, doesn't seem like we're huge scout people by any means of the word. Carson Ave right here, it can be pretty busy for traffic enforcement. The only problem is you got to be selective on the time of day because you don't want to be there in the middle of the night because it's way too dangerous for you to be sitting there running radar. Now in the daytime, it could be a bit of a different story.
Rear traffic. Rear traffic.
This guy's flying. What is he doing? Oops. We're to get another unit here just because of the location and how that person was driving. They are 100% getting a ticket. That was horrible. Says they used to be a law enforcement officer. Or at least that's what their database says for the plate. Could be an interesting stop. I think this car might be stolen. Pretty sure this is stolen. Alright. Yeah, this is definitely a stolen car. Shots fired. Alright. I typed in the wrong one. Oh, shit. Alright, we got it confirmed stolen by the registered owner. We're getting more units here because I don't trust this right now. You guys have been getting some entertaining stuff. Once a couple more units are here, we're going to, Alright. Here we go. He might as well give up. There's no point in even trying. Two Tom 15 got a vehicle pursuit on a red Alamo by Davis LTD. Stolen vehicle, TAC 1.
Channel switched. User joined your channel.
Strawberry Avenue going eastbound, crossing by Carson's full east on Strawberry Avenue. Passing by the burger shop here. Whatever this is, released on Strawberry. Incorrect lane of travel now.
User joined your channel.
I'm gonna be by the gas station for capitals, still east on Strawberry. Actually, we're gonna be northbound now. Passing by Vespucci and still north on Strawberry. He's taking San Andreas now west. On the sidewalk here next to the parking lot. On San Andreas and Elgin. Driving on the sidewalk. He's taking
Alright, hold
Elgin.
on real quick. Commander David, if you're not pursuit line, just go for spikes, call them over Alpha. Continue.
Okay, we are now on Swiss Street going west towards Power Street. It's taking Power south on Power. Okay, still south on Power Street. Gonna be approaching Vespucci. And he's gonna take Vespucci west in Vespucci. Passing by Heaven Homes to the west on Vespucci. Passing Peacefuls to the west by the red parking garage or something. And he is now taking Calais south. Towards Little Seoul. We're now on Lindsay Circus west, traffic ahead. Passing by the gas station in Little Seoul. And we're going towards south, Rockford Drive south, followed by eastbound turn on South Rockford and the southbound turn on Palomino. Taking the incorrect lane of travel here on Palomino to south, switching back correct towards the beach. Going to be approaching Bay City. He's not taking Bay City, still south on Palomino, and still south towards the beach. We're now on the promenade, west on the promenade. Passing Vitus, passing Corpus, and still northwest. And he's now taking Conquistador Street eastbound, followed by another northwest from Magellan. Now we're on St. Castle Way.
I
north.
still have a lot of units that are trying to join the line. Just go for spikes, call them over Alpha, please. Thank you.
Okay, it's gonna be on Red Desert now, going east, away from the pier. Still east towards the movie studio. It is now taking North Rockford Drive westbound. Followed by, actually we're gonna be on Morningwood to west, passing Boulevard del Perros to west, and Morningwood Boulevard. Passing Hogar Avenue, and he's gonna be on West Eclipse now, north on West Eclipse. Following West Eclipse eastbound now by the Richmond Hotel. He's TC into a tree in the middle of the road. And we're going to be static on West Eclipse and Greenwich Place.
He's running on foot.
He's running again. Going to be east on West Eclipse. Towards Greenwich Place. It's a fully black guy with a mask on his face. Still east on West Eclipse.
Based.
Yep.
Stationary West Eclipse Boulevard, cross Twin Thunder. Alright, suspect doesn't seem to be going anywhere, so we're good to clear TAC. Let's refer to LTAC for now.
User left channel switch.
It's always convenient how they're never in terrible condition until they get caught. So we got this guy to lockpick and Xanax on top of everything. So this has been a good catch. Alright, that's done. Alright, he's gonna take me back to my cruiser. Sinclair got me the stupid pig. I was trying to arrest the guy. Alright. Alright. My car magically got damaged while I was away from it. I can't even get the door shut, screw it. Now look, the trunk just shrunk up some more. Stop opening that car. What the heck is it doing? Alright. That dark gray stand-a looks some nice. What the fuck? Why is it back up here? It's like time never happened. they're screwing with me. Alright, we're gonna let them know we're heading back to the station there. Definitely been a fun one. You know, I went like a few months without arresting anybody, and now I've got like 5 arrests within the last like few weeks. That's Sarah Watson, used to be in PD. I believe. Alright, time to head down to the station and process them and then head back out. Alright, now I gotta get the guy's name, because he lied about his name at the traffic stop. I ran it actually in the background there, and did not come up as anything. So, time to see what his actual ID is. Alright. Let's see what this one brings. No previous criminal record, just illegal parking. Well, he's gonna have a lot more now. Alright folks, we are back on patrol. That was a long arrest report because there was a lot to type in that I had to process the evidence and stuff like that. So, very weird situation. So, this person logged off without picking if they're guilty or not guilty. So I had to leave my arrest report open to figure that out tomorrow because if they plead not guilty, there's usually something in the post-arrest submission. And then you file like your arrest report and stuff in there for the attorney and all that fun stuff. And that's not there, even though it shows they have 29 years on the MDC, which usually means they picked not guilty. But like I said, there's nothing in there showing that they picked not guilty and they have 29 years. So I get no idea because they logged off without picking an option. So my arrest report's sitting there open. We'll see what happens with it. Who knows, to be honest. If they pick not guilty, well, I got all the evidence and all that jazz. I don't even want to know what's going on. They got all the evidence and all that jazz. They got the streamable loaded on there for the dash cam footage from the pursuit and the evidence lockers. So not going to be a whole lot of hope for them, to be honest with you, if they do plead not guilty. They still get a long jail time regardless because they have vehicular endangerment, possession of burglary tools, and all that stuff. So these guys just running around having a field day. They're all running into the store. Oh, geez. Just kind of watching it there a little bit. But yeah, so anyways, definitely an interesting one for sure. So we'll see. We'll see if they end up pleading guilty or not. I guess I'll find out tomorrow if they even ever log back in again, which they may not. But yeah, it usually shows up in the post-arrest area if they pick not guilty, and like I said, that's not there. So that one might be hanging in the balance forever. They may just say screw that character because they really had nothing attached to the character. Didn't have a license, didn't have a car attached, or nothing really. So I don't think that person really cared about that character. I think they just wanted to have some fun, and they got it, and they ended up in jail. Unfortunately, sometimes the paperwork and processing and all that for us can take upwards of an hour, which that just did. Took almost an hour to get all that stuff done, which sucks, right? Like, I want to arrest someone. If I'm arresting someone, I want it because it matters. I don't really want it to be just because, oh, this person just decided to be number whatever. Anyway, we'll see what happens with that arrest. And then they said they were going to message me on Discord, so I don't even have like the Discord name or anything if they didn't plead not guilty, which isn't great, but we'll see. Like I said, I didn't plan on them just going AFK right after they get imprisoned, so I don't know. See, someone else logged on with the name of Yang, so I'm wondering if it's them. Still got our unmarked car out. Gonna be patrolling with this yet for a little while. Still, I'm probably gonna get off here for another 30 or 45 minutes. But yeah, that was definitely a weird situation to run into for me. Anyway, we went a few episodes without a pursuit at all, and now you guys got 2 right in a row. One of them's one that I initiated, so there you go. Sometimes you just go, honestly, there's some days there's like no pursuits at all. And like I said, some other days you get a couple, then some other days you get a lot. Today I think it's just going to be a couple, to be honest, because it doesn't seem to be too hectic. Besides that, I just so happened to nab that one. But I would say that was a successful arrest overall. And that person actually got their car back, so it's a win-win that way. I did tell that person I had a YouTube, so if they find this channel, let me know what you played. Like I said, very weird situation. I've never ever seen that before. It always shows up the second they get arrested if they pick guilty or not guilty, but nothing showed up at all. The sad part is for the courts, if someone picks not guilty and they just disappear, then the courts don't even get any RP out of it either. We wasted our time putting all that extra effort in too. I always say it's very important to have a good arrest report either way, so that way that's there to fall back on. And if it's a pursuit, always put in the dash cam footage. It makes your life so much easier. Good lord. These drivers, man, I'm telling you. Hope you guys enjoy the odd unmarked patrol I get out for. Definitely gets a bit of a different experience in my opinion. Definitely a bit more fun in that sense because people... The white standee doesn't get used that much either, so people don't look for it too much, but I mean, obviously it stands out a lot more as a cop car than what the yellow standee does, where people just think that's a taxi straight up. Guy seems to be trucking along. I believe that's a cop though. Yeah, it is. They're looking for the car alarm too. They found it. Looked like an SD. This guy's car looks totaled. Look at that thing. Holy lord. That thing's totaled. Yeah, it was the Buffalo's alarm that was going off back there. It was Buffalo STX. I keep going to call it SXT because that's the model name reference in real life. Alright, I just looked it up to confirm. So if they pick not guilty, they should be in the post-arrest submission. So I really think that that it's just they're sitting in limbo at the moment, and not really much else I can do about it until they actually select something, which honestly is probably going to be never, because even at the bare minimum, they're still going to be in jail a minimum of 4 days, I believe, and they have a $1.2 million bond, which is wild. That guy didn't yield to the intersection. Talk to him. I can't type. I swear. They wanted to roll up with me for fun. Come on. They don't have anything, so we're going to be good here, I believe. Got a comma in there. Huh. Where's old Jason going? Alright. Gonna roll back out. This has been a fun Let's Play, though. It's been entertaining. We've had lots going on, a couple of traffic stops, a pursuit, an arrest. Don't know what they're doing. Why does my radar not show up all the time? There we go. This car does look nice. I just wish it had a couple antennas on it, but also makes it a bit more sleek when people are coming up behind you. They don't really notice it's a cop car quite as quickly, because that's usually a dead giveaway, is all the antennas on the car, even for a lot of the unmarked ones. Alright, so I got back in touch with Tony Yang, so that's good. They're going to actually fight it in court, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Wish them luck, but don't think it's going to go very well for them. But it's good to get in touch with them. They were fun. I'm a casino demon and make money like no other. I love it. Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning into this Let's Play. I hope you all enjoyed the heck out of it, and I will see you all for the next one.